So we will going to see that only today, like what is depth first search, what is depth first search, how we can solve the binary tree. This is actually the searching. This is an algorithm for traversing the binary tree. Now the question comes: what is a binary tree? What is tree? And all. Have you aware about it? What is tree? Why we use this tree? Just think it.
Yeah,
It's
a little bit.
okay. What you know about it in with respect to your programming or data structure? What does tree represent? Why we use it?
Okay, I know it in the soft computing we use this
Hmm.
for that genetic algorithm that we use it.
Hmm.
So yeah, it is used for the data structure stuff like
Yes,
the parent
actually,
and the
yeah, correct.
offspring stuff.
So it's used as a classification technique, you can say, that you can classify it. For example, suppose if give you some scenario, like student, okay, if the student pass or if the fail, what will be the different kind of decision you need to make? Suppose F is a student, D for fail, K for pass. If he fail, then he will give a exam once again and he will get a result pass and fail. If he do not give exam, he will left the school or college, like this. So how we are divide means coming to the decision, right? Are you getting? Like here, suppose if the student is pass, he pass with a distinction or he pass with the passing grade. If he passed with a distinction, whether he got the job. If he got the job, whether he join it. If he join it, whether he got a success in the life. So different type of classification we are doing, we are just categorizing it. So whatever data that are present in the leaf, they are the output, they are the decision. Okay. So the binary tree is also in the same way. Binary tree is something that is holding the data. This node, you see it, right? They all are holding the data with them. Okay. And binary tree, why we say it? Because each node is classified either in the two or less than that, not more than two, uh, like a leaf. Here you can see how many sub list or sub nodes it has created. Two nodes, right? Whether it has created three, no. Either it will create two or less than two. Either it will create 0 or it will create 1 or it will create 2. But that is called as, it's called as binary tree. Maximum you can
It's
have a,
is it because yeah can
yes,
have maximum two nodes, that's why it's called binary.
yes, because you are dividing into the binary means two, right? Binary data we
Yeah,
say it like 0 1. So you have a
yeah,
two,
yeah.
so that is called it's binary. We can have a ternary tree also, means ternary also you
So
can say it.
three.
Yeah, where you have a 3. So always be equal to that number or less than that. Suppose here, if you don't want to go for multiple, like split, we usually say it as split. Then we call as 2 split, 0 split, 1 split, like that. Okay. So this is the call as binary tree. Now what do you mean by this depth first search and breadth first search? So this depth first search, breadth first search is nothing but it is traversing through the entire tree. How you can traverse the entire tree and how you can, starting from any node, you can reach to the destination. Here you can see that it is written, when I talk about breadth first search, I will going to tell you in the details. Have a just keep listening carefully. We traverse to the entire level of children node first before moving on to traverse to the grandchildren node. It means that sub split of the node, and we then traverse to the entire level of grandchildren node before going on to the traverse through great grandchildren. Means, what do you mean by this? You have one node, okay? Instead of writing such a 3 4 sentences, why they not create a diagram and show it? That I don't know. See, suppose you have this, think it, that This is your grandfather, okay? And the grandfather is having two children, okay? One is your dad, for example, and another one is your uncle or maybe aunt, anyone you can take it. Then further it will be split into two node. Suppose if you have a sibling, then it will be split into two node. One is you and another one is your brother or maybe sister. If not, then it will be single, you only. And suppose if she is an aunt or uncle, they also have children's. If they have a two children, then, but here we are talking about the binary. It means that it can have either two, one, or zero, but not more than that. So here you can think it. Suppose your uncle is having only one daughter. Suppose. So here what it is saying that we traverse to the entire level of children nodes first before moving to traverse to the grandchildren node means.
I
So
understood. First the
this is,
children of
yeah,
grandfather
correct.
and then the grandchildren.
Yes. So it is like they will also get split, right? So
Mhm.
they have a grandchildren nodes, great grandchildren. So for example, uh, tomorrow, if this node will also having two children, then for your grandfather it will be great grandchildren, right? It will be a
Mhm.
great grandchildren's. So how you are getting splitting, right? Now what is an approach? Now suppose tomorrow I am as a suppose I'm your relative. I came tomorrow and I asked for Anushka, and I asked to your grandfather because your grandfather was sitting at the drawing room. So I asked to you, to your grandfather. So your grandfather said, I don't know. Maybe her father know. He's in room number 3. You can go inside and go to the room number 3. I will go inside to the room number 3. I will ask to your dad. Uh, I want to talk to Anushka regarding the classes where she is. So they might says that Anushka is in the room number 3 or like a room number 2. So I will go and I will reach here, right? So this is called a traversing. And suppose if my like decision node or like a destination node is this one, then also it will be happen like this. So this is called traversing. Traversing means you search for your destination node. Starting node might be this one, and this is your destination, okay? Or maybe this is your destination. So here this breadth first search, depth first search is nothing but you're traversing to the list, okay, where you starting from a single node, you find the shortest path and reach to that node, okay? But here there is no kind of shortest path. Here you need to follow a hierarchy only, right? Because the structure is like that only, because this node belong to this node only, means this person is a children of this node. So you need to go in one step or in a hierarchy. You can't go like you will go to your aunt, then your aunt will go that you need to take the train to go to the Noida, and then from Noida on Karol Bagh or Indraprasth, their person is there, and whose daughter is Anushka. So this that is not the way here. We just look for the possible route, and we just follow the certain step in order to reach the destination node. So this is called the traversing. Now, what is the difference between this breadth first search and depth first search? That I will going to tell you. You know about queue and stack. I think I have told you
You
at the
are
start, right? So this data structure we will going to use in order to deal with this depth first search. So depth first search is what? In depth first search is also the same thing as a breadth first search. The only thing is here we use stack in order to manage the node. In order to reach to the destination, we manage the nodes, okay? And in breadth first search we use queue. So you know the difference between breadth first search and depth first search?
No, can you explain again?
Uh,
I understood what is breadth first search. What is
depth,
depth first search?
depth first search is the same thing. Here also we traverse it. The only difference is here we use stack, and there breadth first search we use queue. So are you aware about stack and queue?
Yeah, okay, I understood.
So
Identify.
here we use stack. So here what actually we do it, okay? What we do it, suppose mm, here in the stack we usually follow push and pop, right? So how
Yeah,
we work it, we first suppose your destination node is suppose 4 or maybe 6 7 whatever it is, okay? So how you'll go, you start from 1. So as you start from 1, you will insert 1 here on the stack, okay? You will insert 1 here because you are starting from 1. Now in order to proceed further, you will going to pop 1, and you will going to add all the element that are connected with this 1. So which element are connected with this one? 2, right?
yeah.
2 and 5, but we will take first 2, okay? Because in the hierarchy how it will arrange, you first put 1. Now in order to go ahead, okay, just 1 minute. In order to move ahead, you need to just pop the element 1. In order to move ahead, you need to pop the element 1, and whichever the connected to that 1, we will add it. So now how you will going to add it, you will add 2 and here 5, but we will not go in that way. We will going to add a 2 here because we need to check whether there is further paths are there or what. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because here,
Why two, not five?
that's
Is it
the,
like in order we are going? One, two, three, four.
yeah, we are not in that order, but once you reach to the 2, how you can move to the 5, you need to
Okay, so
check whether
instead of two, why not we are going to five?
you can take 5 also. It's not
Okay,
the
there
deal.
is no restriction, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
but here it is saying pre-order traversal. Are you aware
okay.
about it? Pre-order traversal and all.
I have no idea what is pre-order.
Okay, okay. I just tell you one thing. So here, what is pre-order traversal? Pre-order traversal says you that pre-order traversal means first you will consider the node. It is usually follow NLR. NLR means first you consider the node, then the left, and then right. Means I want the data to be arranged in the form of pre-order. So what is the node? 1. What is left? 2. Now once you reach to the 2, it will also be act as the node, right? So you will act as a node here. So you just need to check this 2 again. Then you will go for left and right. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's a traversal. Pre-order traversal is a traversal, means how you can traverse the list. So it usually follow this technique. Let me tell you. See, it usually follow the technique that is called an sorry node left right. Okay, it follow this order. Okay, node left right. What do you mean by this?
I
NLR means,
understood. First we'll go to node, then we'll check what is on the left. Then
yeah.
we'll take the left.
So can you tell me how it will do that?
Yeah, one is the node over there. It will check the left and right. First is
Yeah,
left first, that will be two. Then two is
yeah,
also a node. So
yes,
it will go again left and right. Then to
yeah,
three.
correct. So once you come 3 and 4, you will come to this left side. It is also a node. Then you will come left and right. So this is called pre-order. There is one more that is called post order and in order. In order,
I don't
what
know
is,
anything. No order I know.
so then how you will come to know about pre-order?
No, you just told what is pre-order.
Okay, you said when I asked you, you know about pre-order, you said I know it. So that's
No,
why
I didn't say that. I know
that
pre-order.
I thought that you said in that way. Okay. there is one post order is there. So in that post order, nothing difference. In post order, you have a left, right, and okay. You start from left, right, and then post means letter, right? So it will be like this: uh, left, right, node. This is called post order. If you want, you can note down this.
I
I
am
will,
noting down.
yeah, post order. I will going to upload the video from past few 3 4 class together. There is some access issue, so I will going to upload it together. Okay, so don't worry about that. In case if you do not find the video, I will going to upload it by 1 or 2 day. This node left right will be what? This is your pre-order. Okay, this thing usually asked in the interview, so be remember that. And one is your in order. Can you tell me what your in order will be according to your assumption?
I have no idea. Node will be the
In order will be left, node,
node, right?
right. In order means in means inside. Pre means your node will be at the head, like here. Post means your node will be at the end. Just remember this thing, so you will never be forgot. You understand what I said?
Hmm. That's why I said node will be in the middle.
Yeah. Post order means your node will be in the end. Pre order means your node will be at the first, and in order will your node will be in the middle. So here we are doing the same. Once you start from 1, you will see what are the consecutive element 2 and 5. You will pick the 2. Then with respect to 2, what are the element that are connected? 3 and 4. So you will put 3 and 4 also. Why you put 3 and 4? Now the question might be asked. You might ask question that if suppose 3 is also having a split, then you won't go for 4. You will go for the further split of the 3. Okay, because if you have a further split of this 3, you will take that left element and you will keep on going. Once you traverse completely this side, then you will move to that side. Do you understand what I said?
But I have a confusion.
Yeah.
If three splits, suppose there will be suppose 23, 24 on
Mm.
three side, and on four side there will be 25, 26. So obviously on three we'll first go to the left, and then after that where do we go? The
This,
right side.
yeah, but this is not arranging the data in a sequence. It is
Yeah,
not
I am.
arranging the data. It is a node to just traverse it. So this can be a random name or number they are given. So you don't think like you have to go after 1, 2, it will come 3, after 3 should become 4 or 5 only. It's
Yeah,
not like
I
that.
understood. That's why I said suppose after three there is 25 and 26
Yeah.
in case. Then
Mm.
after three I'll go to 25, right?
Yeah.
Then I have to go to the right. So which right I should go of? I should go of
Obviously,
three or
no, you will go for the current element which we usually pop up. What element that you have popped up, you need to go for that. Now suppose 3 is having 23. So once you enter up, you need to pop 3 and then you need to add 23. Once you pop 23 also, then you will go for the consecutive right element. If you don't have right element, then you will go for this 4.
oh yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So in this way we traverse it, and and based on what element we have popped it, that will be called as a route. Do you understand? Now here one you have here, then you will pop 2. Once you pop 2, you will get 3 and 4. Once you pop 3, then there is no element, so you will pop 4. So you will get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do you mean by this? This is called a traversing of the data over this graph. And you can also say is that the graph can tells you the area of suppose Delhi. Suppose this is your starting point for the metro. You will go to the Indraprasth, or maybe I know only some route, so Gurugram, or maybe like Qutub Minar or Karol Bagh, or like anything else. So it will going to tell you starting position is this, and what are the route that you follow it. So that is called as depth first search. And what do you mean by breadth first search? Breadth first search is also same, but there we follow queue. We follow the queue data structure. This logic you should remember while working, because once you know this, you can explain it based on that in the interview. You can see that this will be push on. It means that once whatever element you are going to push, you will note down somewhere, and the sequence of this pop element, sorry, whatever element you are going to pop, just create a sequence of those pop element. That sequence of pop element will be your route, or you will be your traversal to this whole graph. Do you understand now?
Hmm.
So this is called as a depth first search. Whatever I explain you, you will get the same thing here. You can see some more example here. You can see we will check our root node first. We are pointing to the node F. Then we will check the left child, and a pointer is now at a D. Then next we want to check the right child. So every step is given here. You can see that, and you can learn also here. So depth first.
So wait, I understood for the stack.
Hmm.
That first I understood. For the queue, can you explain it once again with this kind of example?
So queue we use front and rear. So in queue also, instead of this this vertical, we follow this horizontal bar. Means the data will be saved like. Let me explain you 1 minute. Okay, just give a minute. Let me open the paint, and I can show you the image also first. So you can see the step is written here, and let me show you the graph also here. Now you can see this graph, right? Do you know the structure of queue?
Yeah, first input, first out.
So queue usually means the element whoever is added on the first, they will leave the first. Okay. So in this graph you can see this. This graph I'm showing you. This graph. Now here, now you want to traverse the element. Okay. So now here there is a term called rear and front. Rear is for addition, and front is for removal. That is the different thing. But here how you are going to traverse it. Now same thing we need to do it here. Now A, okay, you suppose this is your starting point. Now once you reach at the A, which is the connected element, which is the connected node to this A, based
There
on
are
the
two.
B and D and F, but the arrow will going to B and D. Okay, so you will not take F here. You will going to take B and D, right? Because A is connected to B and D node. So you will going to note down here. Now, which is the first element that you have taken here in the list? You will going to front it, means you will going to remove that. Now you are going to remove the b here. You will note down b here. Now you are going to check which is the connected element to b. So here c and f. Okay, so you will
And then the
going to note.
front element we'll again remove it and then we see
Yeah.
which one is correct.
And now what will be the traversing here? What will be your traverse? You need to follow all the element that you have removed. So the path will be a, b, c, g, uh, e, and f.
Is that a binary tree? It doesn't look like that to me.
It is not the binary tree. It's a graph. There is no binary tree concept like that. Means here, graph we are talking about. The example for the first search that I've shown you, it was just a graph. Don't think it like there you will get a binary tree only. It is a searching traversal algorithm. It is not searching. It's a traversal algorithm. Traversal means how you can start from your starting point and you can reach to the destination. Okay, so you are starting from here, you are traversing here. So suppose G is your destination, so you can take it. This might be the route. There can be several route, but which route we usually follow here? EF. Okay, sorry. I have taken wrong here. After F, there is a D. Sorry. So suppose this is your destination and this is your starting point. You need to decide from your, like, means which is a starting point, or it is given in the like scenario that this is the starting point, this is the end point. How you will going to traverse it? You just need to look for the connected element. And how we will going to keep the record of connected element? With the help of either pointer, you can implement this queue in the form of linked list, where this a is holding the address of this b and d, whoever it is connected. Okay,
Hmm.
B will keep the address of C and F to whom it is connected. So in this way, you need to follow this traversal. So I hope it is clear to you. This is your starting point, this is your destination, and in the queue, how we are maintaining the record like this. This is your data that will tells you what will be the your path. So your path will be whatever element that you are going to remove, that is your path. So your final path will be this one. This is your path of traversal. Maybe A is your starting point and D is your end point. Is it clear to you now
Yeah,
what is breadth first search? This is a
yeah, I
basic description
understand.
of breadth first search.
Yeah,
So
which one is easy?
I feel breadth
This
first
one?
search, yeah,
Yeah.
because here you don't need to check it for left and right node or pop and push. Here also it is same. Easy means both are like same only. It depends on what is the graph they are given. Sometimes they give you so complex graph that the algorithm might get confused, or you also will get confused how to do this, remove, how to remove element and find out the path. So it depends on the graph, the scenario. And this depth first search, breadth first search are usually used. It's also data structure that is called graph data structure. It is used to connect the points, usually represent a city, some of in city, in order to connect different points in the city, or we use it. As I given you example, suppose you stay in suppose any locality A, how you will, in order to go to the B, what path you will follow? Either you can directly go to the B, or you can go to the D, then F, then any other route. So this arrow will tells you the path, that the
Yeah.
path is a straight line path between this. So this is the traversal we tells you. Now suppose A is your Delhi, B is your D is your Bangalore. So the train will come in this way. Now you can say that you can directly come this between this also. A to D also you can come, right? So this route you can say it as a flight. This is by train. So you are just traversing over the graph in order to find a route or in order to reach to the destination which is the most uh, easiest to reach, or you can say it after exploring all the node you reach to the destination node. So you will get an idea how many nodes are there, what are the possible path in that way. So 1 minute, I think yeah, correct. No, here I did one mistake here. You can see here, once I pop F, I need to go to the A, and then from A I will go into D, 1 minute. A to B, B to C, C to G, G to E, E to F. Okay, F and F to D. So how will going to reach to the D like this? Yes, A. Okay, A will be connected in here.
Okay, but you said the first element we should front it. Then that's A after F, right? Why are we taking D?
Sorry, can you repeat once again?
Like in the last second line, that F to A stuff. The first variable is A, right? Like the no. So we
Okay, yeah,
should
yeah,
take
correct.
A, right?
No,
Why we
no,
have taken D?
yeah, we note it. I took it. I saw this.
I
A
think
to
that's
D.
maybe wrong over there.
No, no. This graph is. I think there might be graph arrow is not correct here, but this is the correct way. 1 minute, let me check. We pop A, then B, C, G, E, F, and once you reach to this F, F is having A, and F is having E. E is already done here. Then once F, you will pop the F, you will consider the A. Once you will A. Okay, yeah, no, see here. What actually the thing is, see, once you reach to the F, okay, now in order to, uh, okay, you reach to the E, okay. Now for E, how many possible paths? B and F. B is already done, okay. So you pop F. So now in order to pop, now when you are going to pop F, F is already popped. So which is connected to F? A. Now you are going to check A, but A is already popped before. So what is left to pop?
Okay, but what about this? C,
C is already
E,
popped.
N, G. No,
C
E and G is there, and E has not been formed, right?
E is
Instead of
popped,
G.
right?
That's after G, na? Like first A is B and T. So first letter
By
goes B.
A, C,
So
A is equal
B
to
is the
B D.
front.
B pop,
Uh-huh.
B will come here, which is
Yeah.
connected to B, C and F.
C and F.
C pop, then which is connected to C, E and
E
G.
and G. Then
E
E should
pop
pop
E. Okay. E.
by G. Are they doing it like alternate? First
No,
C,
no, it's not like
G.
that. This might be the representation he has written in that way, E and G. But you can pop this first element only. You can pop the first element. 1 minute, let me check E and G. So if you have a E and G, if you pop G there, okay, if I pop G, then whichever the element E, if I pop, okay, let me make the solution and check it. We have A, which is connected to A is B and D. Now I will going to pop B, which is connected to B, C and F. Now I will going to pop C, which is connected to C, E and G. Let me take a, sorry, E and G. Now, okay, I will pop E here. Once I pop E, which is connected to E, uh, F
F
and B.
and B.
F and B. B is already popped, so I will not consider that. Now I will going to pop F, which is connected to F, A only, right? So again, we don't need to consider. So in that case, you will stop at F only. Did you get it?
What? No.
Now here, if I pop F, what is a possible way I can connect? Only A. A is already popped. Then I don't need to add here. Or you, even if you add it, okay. Let me take add also. Okay,
Why
E,
haven't you taken B? B has been already called. Yeah, but we can write F.
F. B is already popped. Now only left F. F I popped it. Then I left with A. A is already popped. So in that case, my path will be A, B, C,
C,
D,
E, and F.
F, and I will reach back to means this is my starting and this is my destination.
Yeah, that's a small list. Yeah, it's better.
Smallest is not the thing. The thing is that what is your destination folder?
Yeah, but anyways, according to what you told me and what you have done, that was like A, B, C, E, F. I have no idea why they have done this way. Sometimes they are popping B, then goes C, then goes G. I don't know why G, and then goes F,
No,
and
in
then
the
it
case,
should be
no,
A,
it's
but
not
then they've
like that.
taken D.
But see here, in uh, in Q, if you add an element like B and D, which element you will going to remove? The first one, okay, which is inserted first. Okay, in Q, how the insertion happens? In Q, when you add, okay, in Q actually, suppose you A, okay, when you add B and D, you are going to remove D only the first. You can't remove in between B. Am I in stack? What actually the Q concept? Tell me what is the Q concept?
First input goes like whatever the first input is there, that will come out as the first output. Whatever you
Yes.
put first, that will be like your
Yeah.
first output.
So according to the correct means the correct one is what? Whichever you enter first, whichever you inserted first, you will remove that first. So now here, if you inserted B first, you will remove B only. I think they might be not given. They might have done something wrong here. This is the correct one. I added B and D only here. Okay, I've added B and D first. So B was first because B is added first. So I will remove the B first. And in C and F, C will be removed first. In E and G, E will be removed first. Here might be scenario was different because I have not read the whole website. I've just explained you from the diagram what are the possible ways. Okay, what are the possible way to find it out. So in usually in the queue, just like in the stack, we say in the stack what is the thing last in first out. Whatever you enter at last will remove first. In queue, first in first out. Whatever you add first, you will remove first. So B you will remove first, C will be removed first, E will be removed first. Might be there is some wrong he has done here, but this is the correct one.
Oh,
Now I understood. This is a now it's good. You asked the question, so we have solved it and we have got it. They might be misplaced some value here because this is a website and so they have just done something wrong here, or maybe arrow they have put something wrong because of that. The
so whatever you have done, that one is correct, right?
yes, this one is correct one. In a in the queue only, remember one thing: whichever we enter first, we remove first. So as that is the, if you follow this one, then this will be contradict the concept of queue. Q says whoever will the first in the line, he will remove first. But here it is opposite to that. Here E is on the first, but you are removing the G.
Yeah. So
So that's the thing. So this is the correct logic. You can
yeah,
explore
okay,
more.
I got it.
You can explore more. Okay, don't depend on this um, example only. You can explore more on the website. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me rub this. Okay, you can do one thing today. You go through this algorithm only. Don't do the coding. Go through this algorithm only. Then in the next class when we connect, I will explain you regarding how to solve this. But
Okay.
focus on coding part. Sorry, concept part. Like what actually this depth first search and breadth first search is there. How it works. Let me see other example if I have. I can give it to you.
Tomorrow when will we have class?
I will try to connect in the morning.
10 o'clock, right? Cool.
Yeah, 10:15, 10:30, or 10 o'clock only. Okay. 1, 8, 1, 8, breakfast search. 1, okay. You 1 and connected with 852. We pop 8. But why it is 852? 8. We pop 8. Then we pop 5 and 2. Then why 6, 4, 3, 1, 8. Okay, let me see other example. Okay, A. We have B. Now with respect to A, whatever we have had. Actually, see the example is that actually here is based on you how you add an element to the queue. Now suppose here you A, okay, you have or inserted all the element A, B, C, D. Now if you remove the D, then whichever is connected to the D, you will traverse that. Okay, okay, I can do one thing. I can take a best example and I can explain you in the next class. You can take this also example. Root node V. We remove V here. In case V is not visited, add it to the BF search. Okay, breakfast search we have added. Then the step 3 is delete the vertex V. Okay, we have delete the vertex V, and then the BFS queue is still not empty, hence remove the vertex V. Okay, visit and
Yeah, whatever.
receive and retrieve all the adjacent. Yeah, whatever I explained, same thing here, right? See here, we have deleted this and V2 and V1 we have visited. Now let's see after V2. Okay, see V1. So it has visited V1. It has removed that. For adjacent and unvisited vertex, say V1, add it to the BFS queue. Okay. Now we will consider the V1. We will remove the V1. Mark 0, not given the proper here. Actually, contents are lot of available, but proper example is usually not given here. So that's one. Hmm. Okay, one we have removed it. Okay, we start from S. Then S we come to the one, and then one we come here is okay. D here is something. Okay, I can do one thing. You focus on depth first search. Breakfast search I will see once again and I will update you. When we connect tomorrow, I will see some easy example. If I got it, I will explain you with the proper example. The
Okay.
code is not that much difficult. The only the explanation we need it. So you focus on depth first search as of now. Breakfast search I will explain you with proper example. Let me check it. If I get it somewhere with all the content, I will share with you. Okay, so you keep it with you, this one only, this depth first search. I'm sending you on the chat. Have a look on this depth first search. Then in the morning when we connect, I will explain you breakfast search.
Okay.
Okay. And regarding the traversing also, you can do it. Means here you can see there are two ways. Traverse through all the children of the node before moving to check and visit the, yeah. Okay, here they have written traverse through the grandchildren of a path before moving to the new path. Whatever I explain, same thing is written here, but they have not given the calculation. Okay, I will explain you tomorrow class this breakfast search and difference between these two also. I will see if I get something, I will give it to you. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll connect tomorrow morning, right? Are you available?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will send you the link at 10 and we can connect and we can explore more on these problems. Okay,
You said by 27 we have to complete all the things, right?
yeah.
And after that, what will happen?
After that, you completed, right?
Okay.